Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on that channel, and I'm here to talk about some news. I haven't done a news video in a few days, so we're gonna get right into it. Start off with some of that good old wrestling. So, this comes from via Fightful Select. The minimum pay for WWE talent on the main roster is in the range of $200,000 to $300,000 dollars. That's a number of talent earning in the millions per year. Man, you can make $300K just by sitting and catering and doing nothing. I mean, I'd like to be a jobber. I'd want to get that 200, 300K. Like, no cap. So, this comes from PW Insider. So, Road Dogg Brian James has been named the new co-lead writer for #SmackDown via PW Insider. I kind of didn't know how to feel about this at first. I didn't know how to feel about it. Maybe it'll work. I mean, like, people are like, oh, he's getting a bad rap for SmackDown being terrible when I guess Vince was in charge. Because every WWE show was crap back then. I don't think it was a him thing. Like, I guess he used to get on Twitter and try to argue that the shit they were putting out was good. So I guess that's kind of why. I guess people have a bad rap with him. But the last few SmackDowns have been really fucking mid. So maybe that'll help the product. I don't think it'd get any worse. Like, he was historically the lead writer during some of the worst periods of the show, but I think that was Vince. Vince would always rewrite their work. So, I don't recall 2016 being a bad era for SmackDown. Wasn't he one of the writers or something for SmackDown? So, we'll see. I mean, I'm not sure how this will go. It could be bad. I don't know. I just don't think it can be any worse than what it is right now with SmackDown. It's just very mediocre. Damian Priest advanced to the Elimination Chamber match. For the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. I wanted to see Jacob Fatu, but whatever. So this is official for WrestleMania as predicted. Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair for the Women's Championship at WrestleMania. Tiffany Stratton better retain, or I will go off. She needs to retain. You can't have Charlotte Flair win the fucking title. If she does, dude, I might be done with Triple H. So yeah, Charlotte Flair chose her for WrestleMania. Some WWE 2K ratings. Chelsea Green is an 80. Carmelo Hayes is an 81 overall. L.A. Knight is an 88 overall. Naomi is an 85 overall in 2K. So yeah, there's some 2K ratings there for you guys. So Trish Stratus was on SmackDown a few nights ago, and she says she will be at the Elimination Chamber in Toronto in 2 weeks. So it looks like from her saving Tiffany, it's going to be, I don't know, maybe Candice and Nia versus Tiffany and Trish Stratus should be cool. Kevin Owens officially issued a challenge to Sami Zayn for the 2025 Elimination Chamber event in Toronto, Canada. This match I kind of expect to see at WrestleMania. Maybe they're going to do 2 matches, I don't know. But if they don't have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at WrestleMania, I don't know what they're going to do with Sami Zayn. I mean, I don't know what they'll do. I don't know what they'll do with Kevin Owens either. Naomi advanced to the Elimination Chamber match the other night. Michelle McCool is inducted into the 2025 WWE Hall of Fame. So Sexy Red, Booker T. Well, apparently she was offered a permanent role as a wrestler in WWE, but couldn't find enough time to train. This is the biggest missile ever dodged, pal. Man, Triple H ain't serious. Tiffany Stratton was asked about possibility of introducing a pink championship. I'd say never say never. Pink title would totally fit. Basically said it would totally fit her. Wouldn't mind it. I mean, it fits her character, so. So, WrestleMania 42 being held at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, LA, Louisiana, will be announced before this year's annual event via WrestleVotes Radio Backstage Pass. Locations being locked in for months. So this is kind of interesting. The WrestleMania 41 card is still being completed in totality. How the fuck you say that word? As of now, however, the high-level matches are likely set via WrestleVotes Radio Backstage Pass. So it looks like the top matches are set, but I don't know what to trust anymore at this point, dude. Like, I feel we're gonna get Puck, Cena, and Cody in a triple threat. I don't know, dude. Like, I don't fucking know. I'm done trying to predict shit with Eddie B. Like, honestly. So Hulk Hogan is his Real American Beer Company, the WWE's newly signed partner, was sued after a woman was hit with a can of beer. Apparently, got a wound to her forehead. That's kind of I mean, I don't usually defend Hulk Hogan. This is a useless lawsuit. So Jon Moxley and Cope. So will be officially set for the AEW World Championship March 9th at Revolution. Ah, yes. 2 ex-WWE guys. But yeah, that's all WWE. So we'll talk about a little NBA here. So Mark Williams, he has to return to the Charlotte Hornets, per Rod Boone. Unlike Connect, who saw action Wednesday night against the Jazz in Utah for not playing on Monday despite being out for Luka's debut, Williams remained away, undoubtedly to give the 7-footer more time to mentally process the whirlwind, while the Hornets have been in contact with the NBA, appealing to see whether anything can be done in regard to the deal. League sources confirmed to the Observer they await Williams' return. Man, he was so excited. He put those purple and yellow hearts. Thinking he was going to the Lakers just now, just to go back to go back to Charlotte. So before the All-Star game, which was trash, but Draymond Green said the players on the Rising Stars team don't deserve to share the floor with basically real All-Stars, basically calling them fucking trash. Draymond saying this after selling the skills challenges is kind of ironic, but whatever. So per Bovada official, the Phoenix Suns are the favorites to win the Pat Bev sweepstakes. Pat Bev sweepstakes. Pat Bev sweepstakes. Get the fuck out of here. Bill Simmons is a retard. Bill Simmons thinks the Thunder should trade 8 first-round picks for Cooper Fleet. Is the man retarded? Dude, he hasn't even gone to the NBA. Motherfucker's talking about trade 8 first-round picks. Yeah, sure. So Shaquille O'Neal has an agreement in place for an enormous long-term deal with TNT Sports that will pay him over $15 million per year. Oh yes, get to see more garbage takes on my television. So apparently Rob Parker called out Caitlin Clark for ruining NBA All-Star Weekend, which doesn't make any sense. Oh yes, let's blame a WNBA star for ruining the NBA All-Star game. For the NBA All-Star. Yes, because you need the WNBA star for your biggest activities. Dude, it is a men's All-Star game. Okay? She just wants the off-season to rest, probably. I mean, if you're relying on Caitlin Clark to help you, then that's kind of the NBA's problem. That's your problem. Like, who the fuck is Rob Parker? Doesn't this dude hate on Steph Curry? So yeah, I can't take this guy serious. So SGA's leading the MVP ladder. Jokic 2, Giannis 3, JT 4, Cat 5, Edwards 6, James 6, Edwards 7, Jaren Jackson Jr. 8, Jalen Brunson 9, and Donovan Mitchell at 10. And LeBron's still on these lists at age 40. So apparently Paul George's receiving injections just a play. That's something players do come playoff time, not necessarily in the regular season. What are they shooting in his veins? He ain't playing good. Dude, him and Joel Embiid just need to get, if they have to get surgery, just get your fucking surgery, dude. Sixers ain't going far. Like, he's dealing with a extensor tendon injury, his left pinky finger. Yeah, but he got his, what he do? Hold the mic during his podcast? Yusuf Nurkic says Orlando needs one more piece. Yusuf. Talking about what a team needs to win. But yeah, that's all the NBA I want to talk about here. So there's nothing from JP Football, so we'll get to stuff from Shefty here, a few things. See if we can think from Rappaport. Well, apparently, according to the Baltimore Banner, several more women have come out and have accused Justin Tucker of engaging in sexually inappropriate misconduct, according to the Baltimore Banner. This increases the total to 16 therapists from 8 different spots to make allegations of inappropriate behavior by the Ravens star kicker. So, yeah, it's... I mean, I'm not gonna say what other people say. A lot of people say, "Oh, Gold Digger's gonna dig," or whatever they're gonna say. I mean, when you have this many women coming out against you, then going to 8 different spas and 16 women have accused you, it's not a good look for yourself. Just is what it is. I mean, when the Deshaun Watson thing happened, I thought he was kind of innocent at first, but once more people come out, turned out he wasn't as innocent as I thought. So, yeah. So the finalists for the Jaguars general manager job is Ian Cunningham, James Gladstone, John Eric Sullivan, Ethan Wog, and Josh Williams are the finalists. Saints will interview the Vikings pass game coordinator / defensive backs coach Durante Jones for their defensive coordinator position. They interviewed him today. Well, I guess yesterday, technically. He also interviewed with the Bears and Jaguars for their defensive coordinator jobs. So, there's that. Jaguars completed an interview with Champ Kelly for their general manager position the other day, but they already have their finalist. The Steelers have released Preston Smith, linebacker, who they acquired at the trade deadline from the Packers, so they released him. That's all from Shefty. See if we got anything from Rappaport. So, this week, the Saints and new coach Kellen Moore are set to interview former Chargers coach Brandon Staley for their defensive coordinator, or they interviewed him today for their defensive coordinator job. And Eagles quarterbacks coach Doug Nussmeier for offensive coordinator. Earlier this week, sources say 2 of the top candidates. So, Doug Nussmeier's interview and Brandon Staley, I believe, were yesterday. So they might get some. So, guess we're gonna get their coordinators. So we'll talk about some MLB in this video. My Dodgers. And KK Hernandez, I believe, have a 1-year deal in place, and Clayton Kershaw also re-signed both of them. Kershaw will start the year on the NIL. So, they've agreed to terms on a new contract. The Marlins have reached an agreement on a 1-year major league deal with Cal Quantrill, right-hander. Nick Pivetta and the San Diego Padres agreed to a 4-year, $55 million deal. That includes a pair of opt-outs, so Padres finally got somebody. The pitching staff looks solid. Alex Bregman going to the Red Sox, 3 years, $120 million with 2 opt-outs. So, and $40 million a year for Alex Bregman. $40 million a year. Source confirms 3-year, $120 million, $40 million per year. I think they deferred like $20 million of it. Oh, they're ruining baseball. But yeah, $40 million. Good lord. It's going to be with deferrals, but Jesus, that's kind of an overpay in my opinion. Guardians have a deal with Jacob Junis for a handed pitcher, $4.5 million a year. Kendall Graveman is in agreement with the D-backs on a 1-year deal. He's fully recovered from a shoulder injury, can add to that bullpen. And Cole Reagans and the Kansas City Royals on a 3-year, $13 million extension. That's kind of cheap, man. Alright, that's it for a really underrated pitcher. But yeah, that's all the news I got caught up on. I'll probably do a NASCAR video news later on, but that's all to say. Peace.